As as I have told earlier, in November 2014, this Unnat Bharat Abhiyan has been launched by Ministry of HRD, Human Resource Development. Basically, this is an idea of some intellectual uh, teaching staff from IIT Delhi. They came together with RU, TAG, and some of the VOs and some of the government agencies. They thought of this Unnat Bharat Abhiyan, and this is the brainchild of IIT Delhi. And now what is the vision about Unnat Bharat Abhiyan? Because we'll be using knowledge change in RD sector processes to build the structure for inclusive India. Dear friends, this Unnat Bharat Abhiyan, this mission, where what government aims from Unnat Bharat Abhiyan? Government aims that higher education institutes like RGIT and many such institutes, they should come forward with their intellect and they should put their intellect in solving rural problem at large, because rural people, they used to face many challenges and issues to find out appropriate solution and for sustainable growth and development. My dear friends, when we are discussing about RD sector, basically I am man from RD sector, as I have told during my earlier talks when I was discussing with Mr. Ramesh. RD sector as pan-India level, roughly 70% of population, they are living in rural India. When we thought of Maharashtra, it is 55%. Occupationally, at India level also and in Maharashtra, their main occupation is agriculture. Means whatever inputs or whatever thoughts will be putting in rural India, basically they should support more in agrarian sector and agrarian and allied sectors. Secondly, when we talk about GDP, 17% of GDP is from agriculture at pan-India level. My dear friends, what are the disconnects between urban and rural sector? Basically, there is a lot of inequality in education, health, basic amenities, employment, transportation, and etc. So to overcome all this and to stop the migration, because in introductory speech, Dr. Bokwade also and Kiran ma'am also, she talked about migration. Certainly, when this COVID-19 started, we all are discussing and reading in newspaper, there is a lot of migration from urban to rural. Urban to rural. I repeat again, urban to rural, because earlier these rural people, they travel to urban places or cities for livelihood. But during this pandemic, this reverse migration started, and it has created a lot of chaos, lot of difficulties, many traffic problems. So, and we all government officers, and with the help of all academicians like you, NGOs, we could help them out. But to resolve this issue permanently, this is the only solution, Unnat Bharat Abhiyan and transfer of technology from this higher institute to the rural areas. Certainly to make our villages sufficient, self-sufficient, give them knowledge, solve their problems, and make their life comfortable in the rural, in their villages itself. If we do this migration from rural to urban, certainly it will reduce. I am not saying, or I am not making argument it will 100% stop, but certainly it will reduce. Because in urban areas, when these people, they are coming to urban area, they are staying in slums, in a very pathetic condition where there is hardly cleanliness, safe drinking water, transportation, electricity problem, livelihood problem, and in COVID-19 pandemic, major issue of social distancing, this has created a havoc. So I once again thank RGIT management, principal sir, vice principal, all the teaching staff, Kiran ma'am, and my vibrant dear friends for thought of this UBI, Unnat Bharat Abhiyan, and helping Ratnagiri district at large. When I was in Ratnagiri, your team came to me, then we could select this Chiplun Taluka, and as ma'am was mentioning about Triktoli, then Mundetar, Chiplun, Mundetar, Savarda, there are 3-4 villages. There were certain problem of these villages. Your team went to those villages, they studied, they prepared some action plan, and they came to me, if I am not wrong, in the month of January 2020, they discussed in my chamber, what are the findings? Then I could give them some solutions, because every day I used to meet many people. I used to meet politicians, I used to meet the NGO people, I used to meet some of the self-help group people. So we had a nice interaction. And during this interaction, I could judge these young tender minds, they have come up with a very good solutions. When before coming to this session, when I was just discussing with my daughter about how many are such initiatives in at pan India level or in Maharashtra, she cited me for 5 examples. My daughter, she is BTech in computers and MBA finance. One of the examples I could tell, Mr. Yogesh Nagar. This is again a vibrant student, young boy from uh, Barnes in Rajasthan. His age is 18, studying in 12th standard. He devised a remote to run a tractor, very small device to run a tractor. What made him to devise this remote? Because his father earlier was driving a tractor. Within course of the days, he started ailing. There was some stomach pain. His father was unable to drive the tractor. This young mind of Yogesh, he thought of devising some remote control which can drive a tractor. So he devised the remote, and this remote can drive. This remote can work from 1.5 kilometers, and that remote can drive a tractor in his field. See, this need gave birth to the discovery. Secondly, this issue has been broadcasted on Discovery Channel and very well appreciated. Another one example I would like to quote Raghav Gowda. This is again a young mind devised a simple, affordable milking machine for cows and buffaloes. This machine can draw 1.5 liter of milk per minute. So drawing a milk through machine, it is always beneficial. As during my course of introduction, Mr. Chakradevi, he has told you that I am postgraduate in agriculture. See, if we are not touching the tits, certainly it is hygienic. So this machine, this found to be boon to his family and the villages. Third example, because with these examples, the tender minds of the ignited mind, vibrant students from RGIT, they will think about some rural machineries with some business process engineering, with some new techniques, some new designs, backup from technical staff, principal sir, and certainly some new solutions. We could come out with some new solutions, and we could make the life of the villagers or citizens at large during this COVID-19 comfortable one. Third example, Amit Agarwal. Again, this is a young student. He fabricated a pulley with brake to be applied to the well. Earlier in his villages, women folk used to fetch the water by pulling up. So with this pulley, their miseries have lessened. Secondly, again one example, MJ Joseph. He is from Kerala. He devised coconut tree climbing aid. See, I have served almost for 2 years in Ratnagiri. In Marathwada or in Aurangabad or anywhere else, we used to have only 2-3 coconut trees. This is a ceremonial plantation. We used to take out 5, 10 or 100 coconuts. But in Ratnagiri, it is taken on commercial basis. So this machine, this is found to be boon. And one more example I would like to quote. This is example from Maharashtra. Gopal Bhise. He is a young student from Jalgaon. He innovated bicycle-driven weeding machine. Because for farmers, weeding practice is a regular practice. So this machine again found to be very much useful. And friends, during course of this lockdown, many times we as officers, you all, Mr. Bokade or Mr. Deshmukh, everybody is at home. My wife started giving me a job of peeling this garlic. So I thought of devising garlic peeling machine. So this is just a raw thought in my mind. What could be done to do garlic peeling through machine without losing taste, without losing aroma of the garlic. So such kind of small innovations. Whenever I was discussing with the students of RGIT in my chamber, already I have told them, don't thought of doing very great innovations. Do some small things. In the villages, what is happening? Village community, there is street lights, and street lights are controlled by a button. When the this Gram Panchayat peon or Gram Panchayat worker, he used to on and off the street lights. If our students or through this Unnat Bharat Abhiyan, if we could put some sensors or some machines whereby with some flux of light, these lights are on and off, this will make a difference. Secondly, in villages, there is a water tank. We used to fill this water tank through the pumping machinery. If we could put some sensor or some machine whereby if this ESR, elevated storage reservoir, or GSR, if it is full, automatically it will shut. This will reduce electricity bill. This will reduce the extra financial burden on Gram Panchayats, and it will be very useful innovation for the villages. There are many such inventions that can be done. One more thing, in this COVID-19 scenario, what we all are saying, keep social distance. Then working scenarios has been to be devised in a different way. A lot of business process engineering needs to be done. So what is to be done for office management? What can be done for vegetable markets? What can be done for fruit markets? What all to be done for grocery shops, management in grocery shop, to put more safety and security to the buyers and as well as to the shopkeepers. My dear friends, I'm very much confident Dr. Chaudhary and her team is vibrant enough. You have tender minds. Certainly, if we thought of in this direction, definitely we all could make a big change. Lastly, I would like to say, if you are eager to see something is around you, think of a problem. Positive mindset, that problem can be solved. Friends, it is important not to be satisfied. If you feel satisfied at any stage of life, any stage of life, you will never think of potential solutions. I again remember old proverb, necessity is a mother of inventions. Every rural innovation contributes for well-being of rural people, is a great effort for nation building. And I, as a ex-collector Ratnagiri and a joint managing director Maharashtra State Electricity Distribution Company, I am confident every step taken during this 3 days workshop at RGIT Mumbai will certainly give a new ray of hope to Maharashtra and India as such. Because as during course of introduction, he has told around 1,000 participants, they are participating online. So this thought will be shared with 1,000 participants, and certainly some will be coming out with some new good solution and a ray of hope. Well, definitely, Honorable Prime Minister, he used to talk about Make in India, Stand Up India, and now new terminology, Atmanirbhar Bharat. With this UBA initiative and RGIT's team, certainly this will be one step towards Atmanirbhar Bharat. Inventions and discoveries are the outcome of creative minds. Lastly, I would like to tell Dr. APJ Kalam's 4 lines. I always tell to the students, Dr. Kalam, he is our ex-president. Dr. Kalam used to say, learning gives creativity. Learning gives creativity. Creativity leads to thinking. Thinking provides knowledge. Knowledge makes you great. And again, before concluding, I would like to share one share of Nida Fazli. You might have seen one picture, Sarfarosh. Nida Fazli used to say, फासला नजरों का धोखा भी तो हो सकता है, फासला नजरों का धोखा भी तो हो सकता है, हाथ बढ़ा के देखो जो चमके वो चांद भी तो हो सकता है. Thank you. I wish you all success to this workshop. Thank you. धन्यवाद. जय हिंद.